I now have a bunch of audio wireless mics. These two I just got. Hohem MIC-01 and then the Lark M2. This is the combo set that comes with the adapters, the receivers for phones, Lightning and USB-C. These ones, I will do a review, more extensive review of all of these and test them and compare them and all that kind of stuff. But I just unboxed these two, and I wanted to address a topic that I was kind of I didn't really know based on the early reviews of these two of what they're capable of as far as splitting the audio signal when you're using two transmitters. But before I get into that, I'll get into that really quick. Here's the mics that I'm looking at here. This one is the Lark Max. Got that one. This is I guess the major Lark product, Hollyland product when it comes to the their wireless systems. This is their king. This is their top of their line. And then below that, here's the Hollyland Mark 1, which I just bought because it was on sale. And the Mark 1 in comparison to the Mark 2, this is the Mark 1, Mark 2. Mark 2 is way better. If you're in the market for this kind of stuff, I can already tell you, just get the Mark 2. Mark 2, Mark 1. Mark 1, Mark 2. The big difference are the transmitter sizes. And that's the key thing about the Lark 2. So see the size difference? Huge size difference. And the branding too. The branding's still big, but they give you stickers to block that out. Yeah, that side. And since I have this open already, the competitor, I think, to Hohem. Hohem probably didn't know that Hollyland was going to release coin-sized transmitters. So their transmitters that I'm just opening up here are quite similar to the transmitters of the Hollyland Mark 1. Very similar size, although this is bigger. However, this is a recorder, has a micro SD card recorder, and it accepts 3.5 mics. This one doesn't. So I guess if you're in the market for between these two, I would get the Hohem MIC-01 because it offers more. Then I got that one. This is the DJI mic. I still really like this, even though this is older tech. But I still like these because of the internal recordings. It's easier to manage. It's all right here, with the exception of the windscreens. That if you want to use it, you have to have a separate pouch. But everything you need is right here, and in this really small little case. Then I have the Rode Wireless Pros. I've done multiple videos on these. These are the more expensive out of all of them, and I guess they're the more professional ones, but I made a video about having my issues with them, with the mic, the lavaliers. And then finally, this is the Pico mic that no one else seems to have. No one has this Pico mic. And if you want to have a size comparison with the Pico mic, as far as the transmitters go, so see how these are really small transmitters on the Pico mic, and I'm able to fit the windscreen on there. So if you compare it to the Hohem, still way smaller and more discreet. And these are ones that you want to clip on the talent, on their shirt or right below their collar. This is perfect for that because there's a clip. The clip is built in. The clip is actually the microphone. If this is the first time you're watching one of my reviews, then compared to the Lark M2, now we got some competition with the Pico mic, because if you can see here, the Pico or the Lark M2, it looks half the size in a circular form, and this has a magnet instead of a clip, but it does have some clips. And look at that. And also the bigger advantage between these two are the receivers. So the receiver for this could be a pro and a con depending on what your needs are. The receiver for the Pico mic is like a little phone in itself. You have to mount this to your camera, or it's the size of a phone. And if you're using a phone for your videos, you got like another phone just to receive it. Whereas here, the Lark M2, that's it. This is the receiver. Look how small that is. And this is just the one that mounts onto a camera if you have a camera. If you're going to go into a phone, they have, this is with the combo kit. Oh, they got so many accessories right there. Okay, there are these two right here. These are the ones that go into the phone. Mobile. You can choose. And then when you can only use one at a time, one receiver at a time. They don't all work, or at least I don't think they do. Maybe that's one thing I'll test. But when I was using these, here's the purpose of this video, and maybe somebody in the comments section can figure this out for me because I didn't read the instructions. What I wanted to use this for is not so much the camera transmitter here or the receiver. I wanted to use these smaller receivers to put into an iPhone or a phone, or I can also use it. This slips into here's a DJI Pocket 3. Pocket 3, it doesn't have an audio in, but it does have a USB-C. The USB-C, I've already tested this. I plugged this in here, and then I was able to get the audio. But here's the problem with all of these USB-C receivers, whether it's the Lark M2, the hohem, even the DJI mic has the same problem when you're using the USB-C. They all work with this DJI Pocket 3 with the USB-C. The problem is if I'm using two transmitters, normally when I'm using the camera receiver, it splits the audio. So I have one completely clean track on the right side of a stereo channel and then one completely clean one on the left side. And that's been working like how whenever I'm using a camera and with a 3.5 mil jack, it splits it cleanly, and I could have an interview where I have full control over each person that I'm interviewing. Using these USB-C adapter receivers, it doesn't seem to split it. And I thought it was like there's a button, there's a setting. There's nothing really I could do. Same thing with the DJI mic. The advantage with the DJI or any other mic that has internal recording is that you could do the internal recording, and then the phone, the footage is basically like your backup, but it's all in one. Both channels of audio is into one stereo. You cannot separate them. But if you have a recorder like I guess the hohem or the DJI, you could use the internal recordings as its own. That's your master recording. So I'm wondering if this is the case, if this is just the way that these are designed. I only used the native camera app on the iPhone and then the DJI. So maybe there's a setting or another app where it splits it. I'm not sure if that's the case. One other thing about, if you have a question about this, because I was wondering this myself, do these ones have its own battery power? Can you just plug this in with an adapter somehow and then not have to have it powered? These aren't battery powered. There's no battery in here. There's a battery in this receiver right here, but there's no batteries in these two. Same thing with the hohem that I just got. This one, there's no battery. There's no batteries. So once you plug them in, they use the plug-in power of the device to power it. And this one, even though this is a camera, not a phone, the USB-C has the power. So when you plug it in, it's power. With these ones, you only can do plug it into your devices, the phones, and then they have a USB-C to power it, but then no audio jack. With the hohem, the difference between this receiver right here is that you have the USB-C and a USB-C for power, and then a headphone jack out. So what this is for is if you're using it for a phone, the phone's powering this, and then if you want to monitor it with headphones, you plug it in there. So that's a good way to use this. But let's say if you want to put this into a camcorder, the way you do it that way is you need another power source, a USB-C power source. You plug in the USB-C, and then you'll get, it's not supplied with it because I don't know if hohem really is made for this, but you go output like that, and then you can plug into your camera. And then this way it acts like a receiver for the camera, but you need external power to power this in order to do it. And when I did this test, it did not split the audio channels. So it was still a stereo channel where both receivers were paired. I can't split it. It's all in one channel. So it looks like this is not a good solution if you have a camera and you want to interview two people and you want to split the audio. So this whole video is just me wanting to know this information. If there was a camera app or there's something else that I'm not doing correctly with these that I just bought, where I could split the audio and use that and have a usable audio. So if you know, please put it in the comments. But otherwise, this is something that I just discovered upon unboxing this and playing around with it. And in the future, I'm going to make I need to test this, and then I'll do a review about these two compared to everything else and these on its own.